Afghanistan.
यसैबीच आजदेखि समूह B का खेल सुरु
Afghanistan
हुँदैछन्
takes on
हलचोक मैदानमा अहिले
Bhutan
केही बेरमा
here in the
अफगानिस्तान र
continuing
भुटान
chapter
खेल्नेछन्
of the
आज नै
SAFF
साँझ
tournaments
समूह B
of
का अन्य टिम मालदिभ्स र
2013.
श्रीलङ्काले
Today's game
दशरथ
comes to
रङ्गशालामा
you from the
प्रतिस्पर्धा गर्नेछन्
Hallsuk Stadium.
अफगानिस्तान
The
र भुटान
smaller of
दुवैले
the two
साफ च्याम्पियन
stadiums used, participating nations: Nepal, Afghanistan, Bangladesh, Bhutan, India, Maldives, Pakistan, and Sri Lanka. Nepal with 10 appearances so far, and India also with 10, Pakistan and Sri Lanka also with 10.
2008 पछि अफगानिस्तान र भुटान 3 पटक भिडेका छन् त्यसअघि 2008 मा सेमी फाइनलमा पुगेको थियो अफगानिस्तान सबैभन्दा ठूलो उपलब्धि अफगानिस्तानलाई हराउँदै त्यस यताका 4 भेटमा 6 भेटमा अफगानिस्तान विजयी भएको छ पछिल्ला 4 खेलमा भुटान सबै खेलमा पराजित छ उसको अन्तर्राष्ट्रिय खेलमा पनि अफगानिस्तानले 3 खेल जितेको छ 1 खेल बराबरी भएको छ निकै नै बलियो टिम हो र भुटानमा युवा खेलाडीको बाहुल्यता रहेको छ 20 वर्ष मुनिका खेलाडी 11 जना छन् जसमा 4 जनाले आज डेब्यू गर्दैछन्
Pakistan at 167 and Sri
आज
Lanka at
अफगानिस्तानलाई बलियो टिम मानेको छ
170.
तर
Afghanistan at
यसै भन्न सकिन्न
139.
कहिलेकाहीँ नपटाउने
Final
खोलाले पनि
placing
बगाउँछ
prize
भन्ने
money,
गरिन्छ
champions
भुटान पनि
50,000,
कुनै समय
runners
सेमी
up
फाइनल पुगेको टिम हो
25,000,
त्यसकारण हामी अपेक्षा गर्छौं
semi-finalists
आजको
will
खेल
have
रोचक हुनेछ
10,000
कमेटी बक्समा म
pounds.
विष्णु हरि घिमिरे सहित
And the team
सुरज गिरी
lineup
र
for
रोशन
today
बहादुर सिंह
will be
रहनेछौँ
for
केही
Afghanistan
खेलमा
Hamidullah,
खेल सुरु नै छ
Ahmad
अहिले
Mohammad
खेलाडीहरू
Sadiq,
मैदान प्रवेश गर्ने
Ali
तयारीमा
Ahmad,
रहेका छन्
Mohammad
कान्तिपुर
Yusuf,
टेलिभिजन हेर्दै
Hashmatullah,
गर्नुहोला आज नै
Mustafa,
हामी दोस्रो
Anuri
म्याचको
Dub,
पनि प्रत्यक्ष प्रसारण
Prasad,
गर्छौँ
Mustafa
दशरथ
Hadid, and Harun. And for Bhutan, it's Leki Dukpa, Passang, Pema Dorji, so. We welcome you to the Hallsuk Rangasala Stadium here in Kathmandu in Nepal as we continue today in the Group B, the 2013 South Asian Football Federation or the SAFF Championship. Today sees Afghanistan taking on Bhutan here in the afternoon kickoff. And later to come today will be Maldives against Sri Lanka. As the two teams line up on the pitch, we'll next have the national anthems of the two nations. Afghanistan, the team in the red outfits, and Bhutan dressed in white. First up, the two teams will be introduced to the dignitaries, in attendance here today at the Yousafzai Stadium.
परिचय गर्दै हुनुहुन्छ र उहाँका साथमा हुनुहुन्छ सशस्त्र प्रहरी अतिरिक्त महानिरीक्षक श्री दुर्जय कुमार रायज्यू र अखिल नेपाल फुटबल संघका महासचिव श्री वीरेन्द्र प्रधानज्यू.
The host nation, Nepal, currently on top of Group A, following their opening day victory over Bangladesh. And yesterday, India also carved out a victory over Pakistan to stand alongside Nepal in Group A. Both teams with the 3 points. Pakistan and Bangladesh with nothing to show for after the first round of matches. That's in Group A. So Group B will be started off today by the contest between Afghanistan and Bhutan. And later to come will be the Maldives against Sri Lanka here on this Monday, the 2nd of September.
And now the national anthem of Bhutan.
So the two national anthems having been sung, the two teams now will exchange pleasantries as the Bhutanese captain of the number 5 man, Passang, leads his team. Today's officials from Nepal, the referee Sudish Kumar Pandey. A.Ahmad is the Jordanian assistant referee, and the second assistant referee is Nani Ramchapa Maga, also of Nepal. Fourth official comes from Bangladesh, Shamsuzzaman Taib Hassan. The Afghanistani captain is Harun Fakhruddin. Bhutan under the Japanese coach Kasunori Ohara, as the goalkeeper Leki and Passang is the captain wearing the number 5 jersey. Afghanistan today missing the likes of striker Bilal Arezo, who is not listed amongst the substitutes as well. And the goalkeeper is the number 22 player, Hamidullah Yousafzai. Captain is Fakhruddin. Afghanistan, the highest ranked amongst the 8 participating nations here in the SAFF Championship. They start at a FIFA ranked 139th, and Bhutan is the lowest ranked. They are at 207. Afghanistani head coach Mohammad Yousafzai, the 51-year-old. Mind you, he was a former ski champion, one of the best-known sportsmen of Afghanistan. So we're almost ready to go. The Japanese coach, Kasunori Ohara. Can Bhutan then upset the form book as they prepare to go to battle against Afghanistan here in the Group B? As referee Pandey signals for the start of this contest here. The value, the smaller of the 2 stadiums used here in Nepal, the bigger Dasara Rangasala Stadium being reserved for the games involving the host nation playing in the Group A. This is a Group B encounter. Three goals scored in the first 2 matches played over the weekend. Nepal beating Bangladesh by 2-0, and India having to rely on an own goal, coming up to 1-0 win over Pakistan. Afghanistan threatened inside the opening minutes. So Afghanistan with Hamidullah in goal, and we have Ahmad Arash Hafifie and Muhammad Sadiq Walizada, Ali Ahmad, Muhammad Yusuf Mashrigi, Hashbatullah Muhammad Jan, Mustafa Azadzoy, Amiruddin Muhammad Anwar, Fazad Gulam, Mustafa Hadid, and Harun Fakhruddin. Bhutan plays with Leki in goal, Passang, Pema, Sonam Tenzin. There are 2 Chenchos in the team. The player wearing the number 7 jersey is C.Gyeltshen, and the number 11 man is just known as Chencho. Also sharing Wangdi, sharing T.Dorji, Pema Rinchen, Basnet, and Gurung. The opening shot there, parried onto the post by the Bhutanese goalkeeper Leki as Afghanistan really show their mean business. Well, the Bhutan have been warned. Well, It's a very crisp shot from the facade, pushed on to the post by Leki. There comes the corner. Oh, the goalkeeper kept busy yet again. As the whistle goes, there's a foul that may be being spotted there by Mr. Pandey. Leki doing well with the one-fisted punch away. Cleared by Facade. And the flag up from the assistant referee puts a stop there to the Bhutanese attack. And that will be the first offside call on the Bhutanese team. Afghanistan, of course, beaten finalists in the last edition of the SAFF Championships back on the 11th of December 2011. Afghanistan were defeated by India 4-0 in the grand final. Afghanistan coming through from Group A in the last edition. They won 2 of the 3 matches and drawn 1 to top Group A, going through as Group A champions ahead of India, who also had 7 points, and Group B was won by the Maldives, who along with Nepal both have 5 points. So in the semi-finals, Afghanistan narrowly defeated Nepal by 1-0 after extra time to secure their berth in the final against India, who beats Maldives by 3-1 in their semi-final. It's a foul called on C.Gyeltshen. Maldives FIFA ranking at the start of this tournament, 153. Maldivians were the champions of the 2008 edition. Well, Bhutan played their best football in the 2008 edition as well, reaching the semi-finals, their biggest achievement to date. And the other team here in the Group B, Sri Lanka, FIFA ranked 170th. Well, they too were champions once, way back in 1995. Sri Lanka, along with Pakistan, India and Nepal, with the most number of appearances in the SAFF Championship, all of them making 10 appearances. Afghanistan with 6 appearances, Bhutan also 6. Bangladesh with 9 appearances, and the Maldives with 8 appearances. So the Afghanistani player down, but the referee's assistant flagging for yet another offside, as finally the referee taking notice. Well, the clash of teammates, resulting there in the injury to Hashmatullah. A.Ahmad. Facade finds Mustafa. Bhutanese defender right in the centre there. Putting up his hands in tandem with the raised flag of the assistant referee as the Afghanistan man was caught offside for their first offside call of this match, coming up to the 9th minute mark.
Goal kick.
$50,000 given to the champions of this tournament. 25,000 to the runners-up, and the semi-finalists will go away with $10,000 US.
A.Ahmad.
Mustafa Hadid goes back to Hamidullah. The Afghanistani goalkeeper who made his debut in the 2009 edition of the SAFF Championship. Mohammad Yusuf. A bit short there to Mustafa Hadid, picked up there by Pema T.Dorji.
जुन उसको आफ्नो स्किल हुन्छ त्यो स्किल अनुसार खेल्न कठिन हुन्छ सम अफ द काजुनोरी ओहरा जापानिज प्रशिक्षक हुन् भुटानका लागि उनले त्यो रणनीति अवलम्बन गरेको हुन्छ डिस्टर्ब फुटबल खेलिरहेका छन् भुटानका टिमले करण गुरुङ रहा थियो ब्याक पास दिएका छन् यहाँ कप्तान हारोनले गोल रक्षक
Hamidullah away. And a snapshot there from Tenzin. Sixth appearance on the international stage for the 27-year-old Bhutanese striker Tenzin, who plays for Drogpol in the Bhutanese league. There he is on the ball again. Sonam.
Ball position ma Pakistan nai agadi raheko cha.
T.Dorji. Well, the Chencho chesting it down, but the bounce of the ball just taking it away from him and onto Hamidullah. On Wednesday, Afghanistan will play Sri Lanka, while the Bhutanese take on the Maldives. The last of the group matches happening on Friday, the 6th of September. It will be Afghanistan to take on the Maldives, and Sri Lanka against Bhutan. Only 3 matches for the teams to prove their mettle and try to get the 2 places awarded to the top 2 teams of each group onto the semi-finals. Of course, it will be the Group A winners. They will take on the Group B runners-up. That's in the first semi-final on the 8th of September, and on the 9th of September, the Group B champions taking on the runners-up from Group A. Both of the matches will be played at the Rangasala Stadium in Kathmandu, of course, as the goalkeeper plays a rather dicey game, Leki. Really get to the ball, more of his own teammates. Fortunately for him, the ball went away. from Hashmatullah. Muhammad Yusuf. Mustafa. This is the other Mustafa. This is Azadzoy. And Mustafa Hadid cleverly wins the corner for his team. So it will be Mustafa Azadzoy, the man to swing in the second corner here for Afghanistan. Leki again. Just can't quite direct his header goalwards. Mohammad Sadiq. Yusuf. Afghanistan dominance in the opening quarter of an hour as stinging shots comes of Leki. Fortunately, no red shirt inside. Well, has been bombarded from all angles. The 23-year-old goalkeeper, winning his 9th international cap, also plays for Drogpur. Hashmatullah caught offside. This is the 10th edition of the South Asian Football Federation Championships. The awarding of the hosting rights going to Nepal. The executive committee decided in September last year to award Nepal the hosting of the tournament, the second time that they're doing so, the last being in 1997. The Afghan man might have got a knee of the opposing player in his face. Still smarting from that. Tomorrow the action reverts to Group A. And it will be Bangladesh who go looking for a win to keep their hopes alive in the competition against the team who narrowly edged Pakistan 1-0 yesterday. That's India. And Pakistan, well, they too will be hoping to keep the home side Nepal at bay for their evening encounter. Afternoon matches kicking up at 3:30 local time, and the evening session at 6:30 p.m. A.Ahmad. Mustafa. Throw goes to Bhutan. Bhutan's highest ever FIFA ranking has been at 187, and 4 times they were ranked at that level in 2003, 04, 2006, and again in 2008. And of course now they have their lowest ever FIFA ranking at 207. And they have been there since November of last year. That was the first time they were ranked then, July 2013, and then August 2013. They were still in that position. Well, we haven't really seen much of the Afghanistani defense at work. Maybe now is the time for Bhutan to show what they're capable of. We'll be sharing T.Dorji. Nicely away. There's keeper Muhaiuddun. Shows a confident pair of hands. Mustafa is racing away. And alas, the ball sent to Mustafa was not the best. Always going to be difficult. He was on a tearing run down by the right flank. And the cross sent in from Hashbatullah. Not measured to perfection. Rinchen. Salam. As Rinchen tries to get the ball away from Mustafa Hadid. Yet another ball that's too close to Muhaiuddun. The official draw for the group stage as to which teams go to which pots was taken on the 30th of July. A.Ahmad being met there with a crunching tackle from Rinchen. It is the Bhutanese player who gets the brunt of that. Wangdi sharing T.Dorji, dispossessed there by Mohammed Sadiq. Salam. Ambitious looking ball for Rinchen. Well, shielded by Mustafa Hadid. Midway through the first half, still 0-0. Afghanistan doing the majority of the attacking and coming close on a number of occasions. Muhammad Yusuf. Well, he gets the free kick. So the man who has won the free kick will take it himself, Muhammad Yusuf. as the two-man Bhutanese wall has been pushed back. Well, he couldn't keep his header down. A.Ahmad Hafifie, who had crept up along with the captain Harun for the corner. Chances have been coming at regular intervals for the Afghanistani side, but they haven't really been capitalising on them. Bhutan can count themselves to be quite fortunate, still staring at a blank score sheet after the opening 24 minutes of play. Chencho. Startling away by Facade for a Bhutanese throw to be taken here by the sharing Wangdi, but he will leave it instead for the captain. Sharing T.Dorji now. Bhutan, should they get something out of this match, even a draw would be looked upon as a victory of sorts for the Bhutanese team, who crashed to Afghanistan by a hefty scoreline of 8-1 the last time they met, the 2011 championships. Three times they met in 2011 besides the SAFF tournament. Also the AFC Challenge competition. Both times Afghanistan are coming away with wins, though not with the margin of victory as that registered in the SAFF tournament of 2011. And yet another effort. Wasted a time by A.Ahmad Hafifie. Still with plenty of time to spare, Facade plays it out to Mohammed Sadiq. The last tournament saw 44 goals scored over the 15 games played, working out to just under 3 goals per match, with the Indian striker C.Gyeltshen winning the MVP award, as well as the top scorer award with 7 goals. C.Gyeltshen helping India to yet another success the last time out. Karun away. Referee electing to play on as Sonam clears. Pema T.Dorji Afghanistan spottingly putting the ball out. Sharing Wangdi, requiring some attention. Well, Afghanistan have been ranked as lowly as 204. That was in January, a decade ago. Of course, there was a certain period of time when the Afghanistan team did not play any international fixtures. 1984 to 2003, they returned to the international arena finally in 2002 when they played South Korea in the Asian Games, and only losing just by 2-0. Of course, football in Afghanistan not given a great deal of funds, so the participation level rather low in the country. Well, despite that, the final appearance of Afghanistan in the 2011 tournament certainly was their best to date. After defeating Sri Lanka and Bhutan in the group stage and drawing with India, winning the semi-final against Nepal, and finally losing to the Indians again in the grand final. C.Gyeltshen blasting the ball upward, headed back by A.Ahmad, now picked up by Rinchen. Gurung. Ball comes back here to Mustafa. Pema T.Dorji wasn't about to let Hashmatullah get away with that. Realizing now the danger of the situation as the 5-man wall is formed up here to face the free kick from Mustafa. Disappointing from Mustafa Azadzoy. And one again by Hashmatullah. And Hamidullah. Clears away at the expense of a throw-in. The Afghanistani goalkeeper is 31 years of age. On today for his 18th international cap. Pema. And the Bhutan playing the long balls and hoping that maybe one of them may just find the furthest player upfield. Such has been their tactics employed. But now it's a 4-on-4 situation here for Afghanistan. And it's Leki Dukpa again. Still unable to get it totally clear. And Muhaiuddun was the player forward by Leki Dukpa. Well, the Bhutanese goalkeeper exuding confidence throughout the ranks. Here's the captain, Passang. Noted in by Pema, Rinchen. Well, you can see Leki Dukpa not afraid to have a go there at Muhaiuddun, and twice he was on the Muhaiuddun in a flash. A.Ahmad, Hafifie doesn't like that call of the referee, Mr. Pandi. It's been the turn to cut it out, and they get on with the game. Formed in 1922 and affiliated to FIFA since 1948, the Afghanistani Football Federation was one of the founding members of the Asian Football Confederation back in 1954. And they had their first football club, which was Mahmoudia FC, established in the country in 1934. As Bhutan tries then to go for the area ball. Hamidullah again coming out tops. Afghanistan have a corner at the other end, conceded by C.Gyeltshen. Mustafa Azadzoy 3 minutes ago, wasting the free kick. They're hoping to send in a quality ball now. Plenty of red shirts to aim for. Well, it's gone in, and the goalkeeper and defenders on the line were unable to keep the ball out, and it is the captain Harun who is claiming it. Let's have another look to confirm whether did Harun get the last touch, or did the ball come off the header and onto the post. And there was the initial header. And the baby Harun on the line was the player who planted the ball into the back of the Bhutanese goal, as finally Afghanistan have the lead after 38 minutes. Harun Fakhruddin credited with the goal, the Afghanistani captain. Bhutanese defense finally crumbling.
Goal for Afghanistan by Yousafzai Harun Fakhruddin.
A.Ahmad with the clearance. first ever international involving the Afghanistani national team was against Iran, played in Kabul on the 25th of August in 1941. And the defeats of Bhutan in the last SAFF tournaments by 8-1 was Afghanistan's biggest ever win. And their biggest ever defeat was at the hands of Turkmenistan by 11-0 back in Ashgabat on the 19th of November 2003. Well, they go looking for another one, and it's just flashed across. Really, it should have been two. And Mustafa Azadzoy. Look at the amount of space that he was given, and it clipped the base of the right post on the way out. Bhutan are really lucky there not to have conceded a second goal in the space of 2 minutes. Sadiq. Mustafa Hadid now. And the keeper just making contacts with the arriving Afghan player, and the referee sounded the moment when Hashmatullah clashed with the Leki Dukpa, and it is the Afghanistani man who is suffering following the collision with the Leki. Still unable to plant the ball into the back of the Bhutani's goal, even though it wouldn't have counted anyway. The offside flag was raised, the whistle had gone. O'Hara, the head coach, having a quick word with Rinchen. This is Gurung. Sonam. Karun. Sonam again. Wangdi. Mustafa Azadzoy. That time planted it against the goalkeeper, who was covering his near post. Volley there from a facade. Planted against Leki Dukpa. Pakistan were the first hosts of the tournament back in 1993, and India the first champions. Sri Lanka finishing as runners-up. Nepal were third, and the host nation fourth. Hashmatullah yet again denied a chance. A.Ahmad. Hashmatullah. Muhammad Yusuf. Seconds away from the 45-minute mark, and it will be time for stoppages. A few injuries on the players from both sides that will add up to quite a significant number of minutes, I'm sure. Haven't seen any indication from any official as to the amount of time added on. Members of the military watching this match as well. So 2 minutes. The spots added on. 2 minutes. Very nearly, and it's acrobatically converted, but it is not counted after all. What a comedy of errors there, and Leki was chasing the ball from end to end, and the two Afghanistani players got into each other's way. One of them managed to plant the ball into the back of the Bhutanese goal, but offside was given. That was the first time, and that was the moment when it was a floater back, and look at the two Afghanistan players arriving for the same ball. And all the shots from the Afghanistani team involving the Bhutanese keeper Leki, Duka, Passang, Muhammad Yusuf. Mustafa Hadid. That's very good shielding of the ball from T.Dorji. Managing to get it off Hashmatullah. As the half-time whistle goes, Afghanistan with plenty of opportunities, and in the end, just having one that counted, and it came off the captain Fakhruddin after 38 minutes. And the Bhutanese goalkeeper Leki Dukta, with plenty of work to do, was unable to prevent the only goal, and there it was, prodded in by Fakhruddin. Half-time then, here in the SAFF Championship. The first half has ended with Afghanistan in the lead over Bhutan by 1-0. So the two teams returned to the pitch here at the Hojok Stadium. The second half of this SAFF Championship Group B match is about to get underway. Afghanistan in the red strip are the side in the lead at half-time. 1-0 coming from the captain Harun Fakhruddin on the 38th minute against a Bhutan side who were really packed back in the whole of the first half. Bhutan only creeping up sporadically to try and get to something of the Afghanistani goalkeeper Hamidullah, who has been kept pretty passive throughout the whole of the first 45 minutes. And Bhutan well aware that they were hammered by 8-1 just 2 years ago in the 9th edition of these championships, and restricting Afghanistan to 1-0 at half-time is an achievement of sorts. Suresh Kumar Pandey, the Nepalese official, prepares to signal the start of the second half. And we are underway. It is Bhutan in the white strip who will attack the goal to our right here in this second period. The first match here in Group B of the 2013 South Asian Football Federation Championship, as Bhutan tries to work something out, and just a shade too slow to craft out something. Al-Nouridu gets A.Ahmad to clear, only to find Wangdi in the way. Harun gives the ball straight back to Chencho. The goal from the Afghanistani captain was the 4th goal of the tournament, following the first 3 goals scored in the 2 Group A encounters over the weekend. Nepal beating Bangladesh by 2-0, and last night it was India who edged Pakistan by the solitary goal. Wangdi as Bhutan have found themselves new supporters really roaring them on. They want to see Bhutan make a match of this, and the neutrals here inside the Hojok Stadium. Will roar every Bhutanese move over the next 43 minutes or so. And this is the man who has made the difference in the first half, Leki, the Bhutanese goalkeeper, a youthful 23 years of age. He's fast, powerful, and very daring. Ahmad, Mustafa, Hashmatullah gets past Pema T.Dorji. Wangdi to sharing T.Dorji, and it's come back to Wangdi. The Chinese captain, Passang, that's the free kick in his favour. Chencho. Al-Nouridu, now to Muhammad Yusuf. for this tournament. The ranking in each group should be determined as follows: the greater number of points obtained in the group matches, and then it's down to goal difference, and finally the greater number of goals scored in all the group matches. And if 2 or more teams are equal, then it will be the results of the direct match between the teams concerned, and kicks from the penalty spots will be used as the second criteria. The 2011 tournament, it was really close. Both the teams in the groups A and B, same number of points. The Bhutan side that has come up for this second half, showing a great deal of urgency and playing with a spring in their step. I'm sure the Japanese coach, Kasunori Ohara, has ever drummed into them that Afghanistan are not unbeatable. They've got to take the game to them. Wangdi. Maybe some of the Bhutanese players still raw on the international stage. They don't quite have the ability to improvise on the spot. Thus many chances have got a backing as a Passang finds Wangdi. That will come to Habibullah. Still without a title in these championships. Afghanistan runners-up the last time out. India, 6 titles, and 1 each for the Maldives, Bangladesh and Sri Lanka. The flag was up against a trio of players making their way in. Asmatullah certainly was one of them, Muhammad Sadiq as well. Well, even then, Hashmatullah wasn't able to plant the ball into the back of the Bhutanese goal. 6 times now Afghanistan caught offside, as opposed to the 2 occasions in which Bhutan were caught offside. A.Ahmad. The goal scorer and captain, Hadid. Leki Dukpa. Out very quickly as usual. There's a facade. Plays it back finally to Habibullah. Mustafa Hadid. Back heel there from Azadzoy. Didn't quite work out. Now it has come back to Mohammad Sadiq. Well, Afghanistan know that the longer they toil without a goal, a second one as an insurance cover will certainly give the Bhutanis hope. Well, they can count the chances that have been presented to Afghanistan in the first 45 minutes, besides the goal put in by Harun. There were chances that came the way of Assad for Azadzoy. Twice Azadzoy had glorious opportunities. There was a free kick which he wasted in the 33rd minute, and in the 40th minute yet another glorious opportunity spurned. Maldives and Sri Lanka will take on to the pitch a little later on, as the first substitution is about to take place in this contest. And it involves Bhutan with number 15, T.Dorji, coming on. And it is the exit of Basnet.
Bhutan national team. This was 18 grade Basnet, replaced by T.Dorji.
T.Dorji, 24 years of age, plays for Tenzin. Still Wangdi. Chencho. Still Chencho. Bit tentative there as the Bhutan goes on the attack. And the Bhutanis don't quite know how to react. There was a Sonam. Hafifie misses it altogether. And out it goes for another corner from the far side this time, as we will have another change coming up, this time involving the Afghanistani side. Mohammad Sadiq will be replaced by Sanja Ahmadi. Afghanistani man taking matters into his own hands, sending the ball back to his keeper, when the official ruling was that it will be a corner here for Bhutan. T.Dorji will take. Not the best of corners. Barging his way through is Hashmatullah. Just stopped there by the Bhutani skipper. Now T.Dorji. Sonam. Well, the keeper comes and the ball is cleared off en route to goal, as Bhutan come the closest to scoring in this match. And A.Ahmad to the rescue. Well, Hamidullah coming way off. And wasn't able to get near to the ball. Bailed up there by A.Ahmad. And this time much better from the keeper. Good break on from Mustafa. The stop there by Pema Rinchen. The slip there from Dukpa gives possession back to Afghanistan. And Leki Dukpa goes down to thwart a tame ball sent in there from Mustafa. Sharing. Ambitious attempt that draws dividends here for Bhutan as they have the corner. Ball having taken a deflection along the way. It will be Fakhruddin, who will be replaced here by Maruf Jamur for the second change for Afghanistan. Here comes Afghanistan. It's a speedy run from the Mustafa. And Maruf, the substitute, with his first contribution. Heading it down there for the effort from Ahmad Hafifie. Afghanistan's all-time record against Bhutan reads played 4, won 3 and lost 1. 14 goals scored. We'll add one more as the goal from Harun Fakhruddin today has made it 15 in total. And Bhutan have scored 4 times against Afghanistan in those 4 matches played. The ball there from T.Dorji sent on to a teammate who was not with great accuracy. That's Afghanistan able to get it away. Now Facade. Well, the counter-attacks are quick and swift. Mustafa Hadid. Well, he too gives the ball away cheaply. Bhutan coming more and more into the game. Picked up here by Chencho. Unfortunate slip there as the shot was latched on. Getting himself hurt in the process as well. Sharing Dorji. Sharing T.Dorji. Being helped off the field. Well, Afghanistan played a couple of friendlies before the start of this tournament in June. They went to Tajikistan. Lost narrowly by 3-2 as Bhutan come again. Squandering the opportunity. C.Gyeltshen, the capper at the time. And Afghanistan then played at home in Kabul, defeated Pakistan by 3-0 on the 20th of August before their first outing here today, the first competitive match of the 2013 SAFF Championships. Wangdi, as the progress comes to a halt as the facade intervenes. It's offside again. The Nepalese official, no cause today to show the yellow card up to this point of time as Bhutan have the third offside call on them. Well, as far as the FIFA World Cup goes, Afghanistan did not enter from 1930 to 2002. And they failed to qualify the last 3 attempts. Just missed, but kept alive as the referee awards a free kick to Bhutan, and he will flash the yellow card to the substitute Maruf. Simulation, that's the call on the Maruf Jamur. Well, seconds before that, dive there by Maruf. Afghanistan certainly had the opportunity to make it two. Oh, that's a good pass, but alas, offside again. The current head coach of Afghanistan, Muhaiuddun, has been at the helm of the team since November of 2010. There's a 50% record in terms of matches won and lost. Facade. Harun to A.Ahmad. Touched on nicely by Harun to Maruf. And the big man Hashmatullah doesn't get away with that push on Chencho. The second slip there by the Afghan man equals things out. Pema Rinchen. Forward by Passang. Now T.Dorji. It was clear for all to see that Wangdi had strayed. As Chencho Gyeltshen will be replaced next by T.Dorji for the second change for Bhutan.
Substitute for Bhutan national team, the Chencho Gyeltshen, replaced by the
That's a good turn by Sunam. Oh, the referee has pointed to the spot, and Bhutan have won themselves a penalty kick. Well, Harun, the Afghanistani captain, has gone across, but he won't persuade Mr. Suresh Pandit to reverse his decision, that's for sure. Well, they can see the ball lifted in, and it looks easy enough until that moment. And somehow the ball went the way of the Bhutanese man, only for the Afghanistani defender to come crashing down. And this is a real good chance for Bhutan to equalize, and it's saved by Hamidullah. Well, Hamidullah, the Afghanistani goalkeeper, is the hero. Well, Passang, the Bhutanese captain, sees his spot kicked, repelled by the heroics of Hamidullah. Well, how vital a miss that will be. If Bhutan had got back on track with the equaliser. And that's the result of the miss. The next moment, Afghanistan responds. And that is an important second goal that they have been looking for since the resumption of this game here in the second half. And it's a mighty relief, really, for Afghanistan, who have been threatening for so much of the game. Azadzoy has put Afghanistan further in front now by 2-0. For over-elaborate celebrations, Mustafa Azadzoy also gets the yellow card, the second to be shown to an Afghanistani player. There's Azadzoy ghosting his way past two, empowering his shots there beyond Leki. Afghanistan have made their last change. Mohammad Rafi is the player who has come on. And he has replaced Muhammad Yusuf, Mashrigi. Bhutan living in regret, really. What a glorious opportunity spent. And the next moment, punished by the exploits of Mustafa Azadzoy. So maybe the faint hopes that Bhutan have harbored of getting a share of the spoils have now suddenly vanished. Maru as Dagi Dukpa gets there ahead of Hashmatullah. Mustafa Hadid. The Bhutan Football Federation finally became part of FIFA in the year 2000. Last year, the Bhutan Football Federation announced the start of the country's first ever national league, known as the A Division. It kicked off in December last year, featuring 6 teams, 3 from the capital Thimphu. And Tenzin FC was crowned as the first national champions of Bhutan. There's Maruf. Harun. The harassments by Ahmad on the Leki Dukpa. Leaves a free kick for the Bhutanese keeper. Wangdi. Suddenly Afghanistan are in total control again of the match. Maruf. Still no goal. The referee right on hand to see that the ball bounced off the upright, as the Leki Dukpa remains injured. Well, there was a ferocious shot coming off the crossbar, then it bounced on the goal line before it was cleared away by Pema T.Dorji. Bhutan weren't too far away from conceding a third goal. The Japanese Kazunori Ohara, who has been with the Bhutanese national team since last year, has certainly molded his side into a competitive outfit, but still not quite on the same league as perhaps the likes of Afghanistan, India and Nepal. But Bhutan after not converting the spot kick, certainly made life hard for themselves, conceding this second the very next minute, as Afghanistan looks to have the game by the scruff of the neck, and they certainly will be favourites to hang on right until the final whistle for their first victory here in Group B. Leki Dukpa back in the thick of things as possession is returned to Bhutan. Well, that's a poor kick out to Chencho. The two number 11s. It was Sanja, the Afghanistani substitute. Crashed there into Chencho. There's the goal scorer, Azadzoy. Still an Afghanistani throw. Falling nicely to Leki. Touch there from Ukia. This is T.Dorji. Sharing Dorji. There's a Wangdi. Beaten by the pace of the ball. Harun, the captain, throws. Finds a Sanja. Ashbatullah. Back to A.Ahmad. In just over an hour's time, the other two teams here in the Group B will take on to the field, Maldives and Sri Lanka. Rafi takes it to Ahmad. Returns the ball to Rafi. Maruf. Hashmatullah. Still Hashmatullah. And Hashmatullah delivers a rocket of a shot. Well, Mustafa Azadzoy was waiting for Hashmatullah to pass the ball to him, but the Afghanistani number 12 player, with plenty of confidence and self-belief, went on to whack the ball into the back of the Bhutani's net. For now, certainly, the 3 points belong to Afghanistan. Well, not quite the 8-1 scoreline of 2 years back, but still a resounding and comfortable victory. With just about 90 seconds of the 90 to go, and the stoppage time to come. Maybe Afghanistan are not stopping at 3 as yet. Chencho. They're losing concentration. The Bhutani's back line. And the Leki Jukpa denying Azadzoy. Well, Muhaiuddun wants his side to go on the rampage, and certainly he wasn't too happy then. He was kicking the turf. Azadzoy cleverly still showing off his skills well on the ground. Wangdi picking himself up. Play continues in possession here, sharing T.Dorji. As Harun clears. T.Dorji to Pema Rinchen. So we await the fourth official to tell us how many minutes will be added on for stoppages at the end of the 90. Intervened that time by T.Dorji. There will be 5 extra minutes. Maruf. Weaker shot by Maruf. Safely fielded by Leki. Well, can Afghanistan pile on more goals in the space of the next 5, or can Bhutan at least salvage some respectability by getting a consolation? Maruf. Snapped up by Leki Dukpa. Oh, without the heroics of the Bhutanese keeper, how many more would have been added on by Afghanistan here this afternoon? The captain, Hadid. Chencho. T.Dorji. Good get. A.Ahmad is writhing in pain. And I think the referee will be showing a yellow card to the offender. Just out of the picture there, A.Ahmad being sent sprawling. So a good piece of sportsmanship as Bhutan returns possession to Afghanistan. 3 of the 5 minutes here at the end of the 90 have been played. And it's a duel about the number 11s again. This time it was Chencho who won that against Sanja. Sharing Dorji. Pema Dorji. Hooked away by A.Ahmad. Again. An aggressive shoulder charge on the part of A.Ahmad. referee pointing them to the many instances which A.Ahmad had misbehaved. Pointed out 3 times, and finally his patience running thin gives the yellow card to A.Ahmad Hafifie. Bhutan will try to get a consolation. Well, in the end, it sails directly to Hamidullah. And we're almost at the tail end of this match. 5 minutes have been played. T.Dorji. Referee glances at his watch, puts the whistle to the mouth and signals the end of this ball game here. Group B, the first match in the Group B of the SAFF Championships belongs to Afghanistan. In the end, comfortably passed Bhutan by 3-0, supplied by Fakhruddin in the first half. Azadzoy on the 76 minutes, making it 2, and then was after Hamidullah, the Afghanistani goalkeeper, saved the spot kick from the Bhutanese captain Passang, and then it was Hashmatullah who made it 3-0, 3 minutes from the end. So the final score then, here in the Group B, it is a healthy victory for Afghanistan. They have defeated Bhutan by 3-0.
1-1 kill.